Alright, so welcome to Bushido RPG Bandits Episode 3. I'm RxOliver and I'm going to start you off with our session recap for Episode 2, Fire. 22nd of Mitsuki, Abdurawa Village. Upon waking up in the morning, Okawa finds that he's passing blood in his piss and goes to visit Gyomo for advice. Gyomo sees that Okawa is pale and has a high temperature and recognises the symptoms of the bloody flux, a disease that can be caught from going swimming in diseased water, especially that's contaminated by human sewage. He cannot treat this without the proper drug. Fortunately, Hideko has the correct treatment and passes a unit to Gyomo at a cost of 4 silver. Gyomo treats Okawa and tells him that we must wait and see. The train sets out for Munehika village and reaches there during the day. Okawa feels rough all day but gets no worse. 23rd Mitsuki, Munehika village, morning. Stay at the Kitsune's Rest, Muneyake. Okawa is looking and feeling much better this morning and no longer suffers from any symptoms but still needs to rest. His recovery is aided by a change of bandages during the night. This surprises Gyomo, who has slept outside Okawa's room all night and didn't notice a thing, including his being covered by a blanket. Gyomo did this because Okawa was in an isolated room, gazebo, because of the innkeeper. Muneyake didn't want the disease Okawa was suffering from being passed to the other customers. It is noticeable that Gyomo treats Muneyake with greater reverence in the morning than he did in the previous night. 23rd Mitsuki, afternoon/evening. Reach Ryubuzen village. This is a coastal village. We stay at the river's mouth, a large inn with an excellent view out to sea. What is unusual is that it has an attached tea house run by Kiko. 24th Mitsuki. Reach Risunua village. This is the border post for the provinces of Owari and Mikawa. Stay at the Autumn Wind. Proprietor is Junosuke. The village is associated with the Temple of the Faithful Companion, with the abbot being Kiyonaga, Jizo of Victory. 25th Mitsuki. Reach Echitozen village. Stay at the Honourable Merchant, Class A, Shoraku. Again, it is obvious that Hideko and Shoraku know each other. The Honourable Merchant is known for hosting duels. Note, the bloody flux attacks your health and will prove fatal unless treated. Its symptoms are chills, fever, and passing blood. The village also contains a small temple, the Temple of the Lantern. Priest in attendance is Yahei. Aranori and his gang of labourers can be found here too, as the work to expand the temple goes on. 26 Mitsuki, reach Machi village. Stay at the Pine Branch, Yorimutsu. This inn is famous for having a living branch of a long dead pine tree as part of its entrance. Imagawa overhears a tale concerning Shochi the Shoryo, who waylays travellers in the area occasionally. 27th Mitsuki, reach Satozawa village, the village of flowers. Stay at the Flowering Lotus, Tako. The inn has several pools in which lotus plants float. It is also the home of a master gardener, Ryuhita, and a shrine to the kami of place, Satozawa. The presence of these two people are a partial explanation of the village's name. 28th Mitsuki to the 30th Mitsuki. 28th Mitsuki we reach Yoshida town. This is similar in size to Gifu. Stay at the Fisherman's Catch, Sakue. Hideko and Aragumu meet with an Ashigaru named Hamatada. Hamatada passes on the following information. Kumo appear to be organised and directed in an alarmingly intelligent manner, but he doesn't know by whom or what. The Asoki clan is up to its old tricks and are behind many of the bandit attacks in the locality. He tells the group that the Asoki are a Ronin clan who have an as yet undiscovered main base. This is somewhere inland. When questioned about how he knows this information, he replies, after some thought, that the Ryu no Sifu, West Wind, told him. At this point, Ashikata gets up and leaves. Shortly after this, Hamatada leaves, spots Ashikita as he is going, but does not speak to him. 29th Mitsuki, Greater Hour of the Ox, 2 a.m. Everybody is awoken by an infernal clanging. However, it doesn't take anyone very long to recognise the din as the fire alarm. Gyomo and Hatsu are the first to spot the ominous red-orange glow of a serious fire in the next ward. On observing the fire, Okawa immediately heads towards it so that he can help fight it. The rest, following Imagawa's orders, help Hideko and company get the train out of the way of the fire. With Ashikata leading the way, the fire rages through the city for the best part of 4 hours, but it's eventually doused. The train is successfully evacuated from the fire without losses. The closest to becoming a fatality is Hatsu, who is unconscious when rescued from a burning building. Okawa returns from his firefighting badly burned and with no clothes on, these having been burnt off in the fire. He's healed by Gyomo, who spent much of the day tending to the injured. The rest of this day and all of the 30th are spent in the rest, recuperation, etc. During this time, Yuku and Gyomo spend time investigating the fire and learn. The fire was started in Takehito's oil emporium. This was a large warehouse where a variety of types of oil was stored. Takehito's badly burned corpse was found inside the burnt-out warehouse, but his lower left leg had been severed. This was also found badly burnt a short distance from the rest of his remains. A witness reported seeing 3 suspicious figures in the area just before the fire started. He felt that one of them was a woman. There was amongst the party some speculation that these may have been the same ruffians as were in Komaki. The fire was unnatural in that it was burning in a direction against the prevailing wind. As far as Yuko is concerned, the fire was a deliberate attempt to trap and destroy the train. She is also convinced that it was the change in wind direction that saved everybody. Some 25% of the town was destroyed, mainly the commercial centre. The damage was so extensive that the daimyo visited and is supposed to have released funds for rebuilding. Very few people actually died in the fire, 9 in total, not including Takehito, and a further 16 died of their injuries. During this time, Hamatada returned and spoke with Hitiko. He informed Hitiko that he was off to visit Hiyomata Unu at Tatsutoya village. This caused an outburst from Hitiko. He demanded knowing why Hamatada was visiting that coward. Hamatada gave no response but left shortly after. The edges of the thigh were distinctive and oddly sharp. Kisaragi, first Kisaragi. Border post between Owari and Totomi provinces. The train passes through without hindrance. Again, Hitiko is known to the guards on both sides of the border. We camp out overnight. Meet Jinka the messenger again. He informs that Hitiko and Katama-san is currently in Sendai, according to his contact in Senpu. This surprises Hitiko, who speculated Omaiko Komata would be there. He asks Jinka to return to Nagoya and await instructions. Jinka leaves. Second Kisaragi, reach Kakui village. Hitiko warns the train that this is a G-samurai village and to treat the inhabitants accordingly. Stay at the Hunter's Bargain. This inn has stuffed animal heads on display and is the centre of the hunting and fishing brigade. For many, it is an uncomfortable place to stay. Third Kisaragi, reach Minayama village, another full of G-samurai. Stay at the Swordmaster's Echo. Note, G-samurai were land-holding samurai who owed no service to the local overlords and or the daimyo. And I think that puts us on page 4. Fourth Kisaragi, reach Baketoano village. Stay at the Wandering Monk, another G-samurai village. Points of interest: A. Ruins of a citadel on the outskirts of the villages. B. The ruins of a temple, covered in thorn bushes, etc. And C. Rumours of Obakimono wandering the streets at night. Fifth Kisaragi, no village, another night camping out. Sixth Kisaragi, reach Onyanayama village. Stay at the Kumo's Revenge, Kazuma. Seventh Kisaragi, reach Haramatsu town, similar in size to Gifu/Oshida. Stay at the Sea Serpents. Eighth Kisaragi, reach Tenryu village. Stay at the Weary Merchant. The village acts as a merchant centre. Ninth Kisaragi, reach Eventura village. Stay at the Principled Bushi. A small temple to Amida Buddha also exists here, Nori. There is a second inn, the Adventurer's Rest. 10th Kisaragi, reach Yomzen village. Stay at the Gambler's Rest. The hunting party is known to organise hunting trips if asked. 11th Kisaragi, reach Nomomasa village. Informed by Ikiso, the proprietor of the Yellow Orchid, that number 1, that to be careful of the Kishiyama ladies, as they are of high status and like to be left alone. And number 2, there currently is no Goto samurai living in the village because Goto Chiakagi passed away during the winter, and no replacement has as yet been appointed. Thus, the daimyo's authority is currently with the constable Yakuhure. The road ahead to Zuragawa village is blocked by a party of Goto samurai. They've given the reason of increased bandit activity in the area around Zuragawa. Aragumu goes ahead and reports that the road is blocked one refeed further towards Zuragawa. Hitiko orders defences set and puts Yuko in command. Following representations from Imagawa and Akishita, this order is amended to Imagawa being in charge with Ashikita as his second, and Yuko is ordered to help. And that was the end of session 2.
Well read, sir. Some of those names are not easy to pronounce.
Thank you. I think I did an alright job of that, actually.
I think that was good.
Yeah, cheers.
Good. I noticed some of the dates have obviously now been corrected from where we were, because as we were working through the session, I think it was going to be the 8th of Kisaragi we were where we are, so there's obviously been a bit of a correction there for travelling time, which is understandable.
Yeah, well, I suddenly realised that you'd spent at least 2 days in Yoshida recovering from the fire, which of course put everything back. I think we're about right now anyway. And hopefully right. Dates won't change again.
Apologies for any of the names I didn't do too
well. It was a little quick last time. So, cool.
Right, so what we're going to do today, unfortunately, is a bit of a dice rolling exercise.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, it happens sometimes with...
Is this the battle
events.
rules then, is it?
Yeah, which way were you wanting to run it, Tim? Were you wanting to run it as the battle system, or are we fighting it out individual?
We're going to use the battle system because it will be quicker. It would have been even quicker with 7 of us, but I'll do it this way.
Okay.
Are you all familiar with the battle system?
We did it once in our other game, so I'm not as familiar as you guys, but...
we used it at the fire.
Simple. Yeah, simple.
Yeah, it is really...
Right, essentially, there are 3 modes of operation. You can be cautious, dutiful, or courageous.
Oh, like that, yeah.
Okay. And each round you will roll 2d6 and add or subtract 2 or add nothing, depending on what you are. Okay, and then I'll read off the chart, what happens to you. Now, this tends to mean that you'll get more on and pay than you would using the man-to-man battle system, but you get a lot less Buddha. However, I think it's a lot safer. Of course, in Gyomo's case, he's all for it.
Well, I think I come under the service category, don't I? Support troops. Not support staff.
Well, you get to roll on the character and command table.
Yeah.
Why? I'm not in command. I can't run a battle.
But you're in that unit.
Because essentially you're in that unit. There is no table for the people in support group, you see, so we use the character and command table.
I know. Okay. Well, at least I'm not Shinto, so when I get blood on me, it doesn't matter.
This is true.
So, we wanted to come up with some kind of defense or whatever for the village, yes?
Well, how many men have we got?
That's my next question, because I think it's just us. If Merchant's companion, if he's commanding all of his unit, well, that's all the other.
Well, basically, at the moment, there's just you group. You can order some villages to build defences and stuff like that. That's fine.
Well, we don't.
Can I contribute out of character, Tim? Because
you certainly can, sir.
You could contribute on Yuko's behalf, as with the players not here.
Okay.
And they have strategy.
So, as far as the village is concerned, those are all the buildings in the village, yes?
Yes.
Okay. what is on each of the sides, north, south, east, west? Is it just rice paddies or forest or what?
There's rice paddies all round, and off to your left, eventually, is the sea. The hills are to your right and form an arc around you, and that's where most of the bandits are likely to come from.
Okay. Are the rice paddies flooded at this time of year? In other words, are they passable or impassable?
Oh, that's a good.
Very good question.
I might be able to tell you that with this. Let me have a look.
Because if they're flooded, then we may be better defending the gaps, the passages between the rice paddies, rather than waiting for them to come through.
Let's have a look. So, Kisaragi is the second month. Awaken. Month. I believe they will have water in at present. They'll be. That's unclear because they're flooded normally in the 4th month from the irrigation, but at this point in time, it could be 50-50.
You will have a look and see if they're
the farmer
flooded.
schedule. There's penalty plants. So they're sort of in a preparation phase at the moment, which may or may not mean water in the fields while they're doing that. They're ploughed and then planted. Sprouted rice is sown in about a month's time.
Yeah, well, according to the Google search, that they harvest April to May, and you're too early for that.
Yeah, so they'll be preparing.
Certainly flooded when they do actually plant it. That's just it.
Yeah, so it's if they're
at the moment, it's just one of your rolls a D2, and on a 1 they're flooded, on a 2.
Okay, go on,
Okay.
Dave.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, a D4 instead of a D2.
D4 and
So
1 to 2.
1, 2 is a 1, 3, 4 is a 2. And 3, 4.
Yeah.
I'm not
So that's a
flooded.
2.
So at the moment they're not flooded. They're preparing to flood.
Okay.
In that case, is the water impounded for flooding?
In the
If
irrigation
so,
channels.
we could let it in,
Yes, you could. Yes.
but we'd have to basically it would screw the villagers planting up. So we'd need permission from the local samurai.
Right, but even if we don't do that, it's not like it's solid ground at this point.
True. So, I mean, the
It might
main
still be difficult to pass.
yeah, the main access for the bandits is going to be the road, because
I would think
that's
so.
hardened. So if we can get barricades built at the road where it enters the village, coming out of the rice paddies, and I think put strong points at where the paths come through the rice paddies. But to begin with, I think we're probably best defending at the perimeter of the village, and then looking at having a hard point inside the village itself. What do you lot think?
Yeah, we can't give up ground straight away, so we need to meet them at the extremity and fall back if necessary. What's the plan for the other, for all the other, the Ashigaru, what have you, that he's got on hand? We need to do a joined up approach.
Yeah, are we going to get tokens on a map just so we can visualise where things are going to be?
It'd be good to know what their thoughts of setting up.
a beautiful map, and it would be lovely to put some tokens on it.
It would.
These are my favourite maps, by the way. Like a hand-drawn map uploaded to the virtual tabletop. Dave, you know this brings back memories for us.
What do we actually know about the attackers? What they equip with, what their numbers are, and such.
Why do we think they're attacking today, or tomorrow, or tonight?
Yeah.
Because it's extremely suspicious that our way forward has been blocked.
Well, that's the Goto samurai blocking that.
Yeah, that's the samurai your boat.
Yes, I know, but they're blocking it. So they may well be in league. We don't know.
Whoa.
Those are our people to put on the map, yes?
Well, these are all of his that will go on, and then we'll see where they...
Well, I think that the porters, presumably we just need to put somewhere to keep them out of the way. Are they capable of defending themselves or not?
Well, I don't think you can rely on them to be in the battle, but they'll probably protect themselves if they're attacked, but that's about it.
Yep. So we need to put them somewhere safe. We just put them off the map for the time being, and we can designate some buildings for them to stay in. Yeah?
Along with the villages, yeah.
Yeah. But the Ashigaru that we've got... Hang on, there's an Ashigaru. We can't control the Ashigaru, Tim, so...
No, well, the Ashigaru have been aren't ours to command, so... Apparently.
So,
sorry,
are we supposed to defend the entire village just by ourselves?
The Ashigaru were under... what's his name's command. He's going to command them. It's just us doing our side. Oh, the whole map's disappeared.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it has.
It was all a dream. He said hopefully. No, well, never mind.
Could we just take a moment, folks, to appreciate how it's 25-ish degrees all over the UK in mid-May? It's beautiful there.
I love it, so leafy. It was 23, 32 a month ago, and they said it was midnight before I probably did
I wouldn't take much notice of that. There's supposed to be thunderstorms here all night last night, but I didn't hear any.
I think we're expecting it tonight here.
Yeah.
Did anyone see the Northern Lights?
Ooh.
Oh, I did. It was beautiful.
No,
Too
lots
far
of people
south.
spoke about it.
Too cloudy.
I got a beautiful view of it. Friends in Northern Ireland saw it. Friends in Australia saw it. In fact, we were playing a game on Friday night, and was it Friday? Yeah, and like we were having technical difficulties at the end, and we kind of had to cut short at the end. But then, as we did, that's when they were out, so everybody just like got the chance to see them. So it was like fate that our game had to get cut short because they were out then, and everybody got to run it. Like everybody from the game was 5 minutes later posting photos in Discord. Look. People in Yorkshire, people in Leicestershire that I'd seen, people in Australia, Northern Ireland, I'd all seen it.
Yeah, our sister and her family were stood outside looking at it on Friday night, right above them.
It was amazing.
They're only 10 minutes away from me, so.
Yeah, I think pretty much the whole of the UK got it, and like a lot of the world.
Right. Now what are we doing?
We are organising our map. I've zoomed out to show all this organisation on the screen. There's a lot going on here. This is the thankless task of a GM. All this, like, I show how much work goes into it.
I think thankless. Most players are very grateful for it.
Nah, yeah, it's not a thankless task. What I'm trying to break the habit of is producer being a thankless task. last night in our game, I was like, and you know, at the end we're doing our outro because we were live on Twitch, and I'm like, and guys, I'm breaking the habit of producer being a thankless task. Big thanks to tonight's producer Tony, because it has been a thankless task. We're challenging that, breaking that stereotype. Just while we are here, just waiting on things and chatting, big shout out and thanks to Nerdiest Maximus Studios, who now give us licensed music for these games. So we have licensed music where we can play an excellent themed soundtrack, and my videos can still be monetized on YouTube. So shout out to Nerdiest Maximus Studios. If you're watching and listening and you do a similar thing to me and you want their soundtracks for your games, you can get them for free on their YouTube, but if you go to their Patreon and subscribe, you can then use them published in games like I do.
So they offer a full range of soundtracks.
All sorts. And the guy actually makes me custom playlists, so I have a custom playlist for this game with Japanese themed stuff. I have a Cthulhu themed one, I have D&D combat themed ones, I have sci-fi themed stuff. Yeah, he makes custom playlists for me on request. He's going to do some custom work for me as well. I have like stingers where I have like a little RX logo and flames and a shield. I'm going to add like some bagpipe sound effects to that, and he's doing all sorts.
Okay, gents, I can't seem to get rid of that blue line, so we'll just have to make do with it. You should now be able to move your token.
Okay. Can we confirm the different command or the different groupings of what's happening then, Tim?
What are the Ashigaru doing, basically?
They're going to be defending the southern edge of the map, the top being.
Okay.
Okay, well, can we suggest that they also watch out on the southwest and southeast through the rice paddies?
Yeah.
So I'd suggest that we ask the villagers to build a barricade on the road. Would that seem sensible? I mean, they're going to have limited time and limited resources available, and the Ashigaru are going to take at least half of them.
In regards to getting rid of the blue line, if we check the 3 layers, GM layer, token layer, and map layer, and tried to click on it.
Well, it's either going to be on the map or the or the token layer, isn't it? Because it was on the GM layer, we couldn't see it. We couldn't see it.
On the map later, you just have to be precise and not click on the main bit.
Well, if it's on the map layer, I normally move the map to the GM layer and then highlight everything else on the map layer and delete it. So it's on the token layer, I normally just zoom in really close and click on the line.
Yeah. That'll not be the end of the world if you can't, like.
We can choose as a barricade.
Just thinking of
stop anything going through it.
just thinking of your ever hard-working producer.
It can't make up its mind whether it's on the GM or the token layer. It's not on the map layer, so
Yeah.
I'll just have to leave it and sort it out.
Nah, just leave it, mate. Not somebody else drew it, is it?
No. This is all my own work, is it?
Yeah.
I don't. It just happens to come.
Oh well.
All the porters and that are cowering inside the yellow orchid, okay, along with the horses.
That's this building here.
They're presumably in the stables to the Yellow Orchid. If they were actually in the innkeeper would get really upset.
Indeed.
Okay.
Is that what that symbol is? Is that a horse? That one there?
I'm not entirely sure. It looks more like a pie symbol, so I would imagine that's a tea house or something. With an F.
Did you know that the Greek letter pi isn't pi, it's P?
The strange symbol is a shrine.
Right, fine. No temples
At
in
the
this event,
moment,
sadly.
Gyomo is stood in the yellow orchid.
Yeah, that's the yellow orchid.
Right,
Can read
so... So how many tracks coming in through the rice paddies are there? I mean, obviously we've got the road heading out of the village that we need to defend, but how many access points through the rice paddies do we need to worry about?
There are 3 coming in from the hills and 2 from the seashore.
Right. So effectively we've got 3 coming in from the right and 2 coming in from the left, yes? Would that be right, Tim? 3 from the right, 2 from the left?
Sorry, I have to remember to be on the Discord tab when I'm talking. Yes, that's right.
Okay. So if we say that there's 3 tracks coming in from the right and 2 coming in from the left. I mean, they're not there, they're off the map, but that's just to remind us that that's what we need to worry about. So, can we agree with the Ashigaru that we will kind of look after that one and the fields down to about halfway, and we'll both keep an eye on that one, and the field, we'll look after north of that and they'll look after south. Is that okay?
Certainly is, especially as you've got 50 of the villagers come out armed with assorted weapons. You think, that's a bit odd, but never mind.
Now, when you say armed with weapons, do you mean like pitchforks or do you mean actual weapons?
Yeah, these have actually got swords and bows and spears.
It's interesting for villagers, Zeke.
Sorry, are these G Samurai? Or G Ashigaru?
G villagers, by the sound of it.
These look like G Ashigaru.
Right.
The constable allows them to carry this stuff in this instance because
it's a G Samurai place, because it's lawless or has no allegiance to a daimyo. They can make their own laws for weapon carry. Full armor on, boys.
Right, who are they looking to be added to one group or the other? Are we going to separate the villagers 50-50 between us and the Ashigaru and Aragami, or?
You get 25 villagers to help.
Okay, so we've got, if memory serves, we've got 5 proper fighting types among the 8 of us.
I'm a Bushi.
Well,
Yuko's a Bushi.
Oh, we got, hang on, 6, haven't we? With Marikaras and Badokas, and then we've got Gyomo, Gikushio, and
One Shugenja and one
Hatsu's Shigenja, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
the rest of us fighters.
would it make sense for Hatsu and Gyomo to form part of our observation, as they won't be up front, but to call for, to give call between each of us?
Support.
And if we divide the villagers sort of four apiece with one of us, one of the main,
we'll take a group of 4 each, command them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We each lead those, and then if we need to reposition, we've got Gyomo and Hatsu as eyes who can
watch where we can
get in and support or give direction.
Yeah.
Overwatch, as it were.
Hatsu, I believe, has got pure. Is it pure blood or pure flesh?
What spells you mean?
What has Hatsu?
Yes, I'm just trying to think. Yes, pure flesh. That is a healing spell.
Yeah.
So both Hatsu and I can heal, but it's touch. So we would have to kind of be in the rear, and then people would have to change out from the front rank, and we would then heal them and put them back in again. So initially, I think we will act as communication between the various groups, but once the battle starts, probably have to use as healing.
May I suggest something like that in terms of the 4 of us, each with our peasants? Probably Yuko drop in the centre as she's got the strategic knowledge. Actually, I'm thinking. I'm tempted to swap 2 actually. Hang about.
Well, I'd suggest one person watch each of the routes through the paddy fields, and the other and the rest watch the main road.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking by doing that as more of a spread that centres, that gives Ashikata one of the roads. I've got the road there. Morikawa on the left, which is in theory possibly less likely, so he could then come and support the rest. Okawa on the road, and Yuko either covering the road or coming to cover where I am or whatever. That gives us a spread of position,
Yuko near
doesn't
the
it?
back of the group is also good, because Yuko's the one with the, never forget the Japanese word, but tactics.
Senjo Jutsu.
Senjo Jutsu. That's right. Yeah.
Senjo Jutsu. Yes.
Well, it depends if we're dealing purely with bandits or also with pirates, because if it's pirates, they could come up. They could land on the seashore.
And Brew, being a great player that learned the game already, said, "In my absence, remember to use my characters," and knew the skill. So we are using it.
This gives us a rough framework to work with.
And Hatsu, if Hatsu keeps communication between Morikawa and Okawa, and I keep communication between Ashikata and Imagawa and Yuko, and then meet between the 2. Yuko, I think, is probably going to be closer to Okawa because need to defend that main road, and that's even with the barricade, that's going to be the weak point, I think.
We had, was it 25 villages you said, Tim?
Yeah.
So there's 5 with each of you.
Right, I would suggest, in which case we take, because we've got Okawa and Yuko doubled up, we'll take one off Yuko's unit to be with you, Gyomo.
Oh,
and further we go between to Aragami, Hitiko and Co south if we need a runner for there.
True, good idea.
And you can that's on your call as to whether you feel you need to make that call.
Can we say that Hatsu probably stands in for me because I'm not, as a Buddhist, I'm not great on battles.
No, but you can see people falling over, and that's the primary.
Yes. Yep.
Primary bit. If you feel we need to be, making calls to those below, we've then got a way of communicating ready to go. You're not trying to pull somebody out the line.
In that case, I would suggest we run this by Hichiko and Aragamu and just let them know what we're planning.
Yeah.
And see if they have any suggestions. They may have better Senjo Jutsu than we do.
Right, you report to Aragamu and Hichiko and a guy called Hisha.
Lost the last word.
Yeah.
A guy called
His name is Hishashi. Hishishi, something like that.
Hishashi.
Hishashi.
It's got an A in the middle. Yeah.
Okay.
And you discuss it, and it's quite obvious that Hishashi is their Senjo Jutsu man, because he and Yuko dabble on it in terms that most of you don't understand, and they agree, that it's about the best you can do. You managed to get some fencing panels put up to impede the guys, and they both reckon that most of the forces will come down the road because it's easier than slogging through the mud.
Yeah. Well, we can always reorganise if we need to.
Yeah. Right, as I say, I've already run the battle, so I know what's going to happen. So I'll do the first round, and then I'll tell you what happened to you during that round, okay?
Certainly.
Right, decide whether you want to be courageous or not, and then tell me what it is and roll 2d6. I'll start with him again.
Courageous.
Yes.
You can assume I will be courageous for the entire combat.
I love to
Or I'll
hear
be
that.
dead.
I love to
Likewise.
hear that. Likewise, also, by the way, I'm so proud of you boys.
I should be courageous or dead. Those are the only two forms.
Oh, that is music to my ears, you brave, brave men. I am doing the exact same.
So,
I'm going to be dutiful. I mean, I'm doing this because I have to, and so I'm going to be dutiful. Now, if it comes to saving people's lives, I'll be courageous, but otherwise dutiful.
Well, assume you're dutiful through the round. Okay, Imagawa, then roll your 2d6, sir.
okay. What are we thinking for Yuko and Morikawa? What are you thinking they're likely to be?
Do you think we should do dutiful just because they're not
Yuko
here?
will be...
Lost that, Tim.
Right, Yuko's going to be... she's going to be the one directing your forces, mainly. She's going to be in command, so she's going to be dutiful.
Beautiful, yeah.
Makes sense.
Hatsu will be dutiful because she can't afford to...
No.
And we'll assume that Morikawa is courageous because all the rest of you are being courageous.
Nothing like a bit of peer pressure.
Well, yes. Right.
Okay.
The first wave of attack actually comes down the road, right? And you go, fuck me, there's a lot of them.
What do they look like?
Well, we will tell the others.
Right.
And...
They look like Ashigaru in armor class 3 or 4.
That's a good question, actually. We didn't check our armor class before we got in, what we were going to be.
I
What
did.
everybody was
I checked mine. 6 I'm wearing.
Yeah, I would assume I'm in full because we're having a battle. So.
I'm assuming that you're wearing the heaviest armor you've got.
I am wearing armor class 6.
Me.
Where are we?
But the point is, your armor class will only become important if you actually have to have a man-on-man fight.
Well, yes, if we get an encounter.
I think
Then,
What was that? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can
We
hear
can
you,
hear
yeah.
you. Yes. We're not sure.
I was wondering if Nick can hear me.
I get long periods of silence where you seem to cut off.
I suggest you try logging out and logging in again.
Yeah, it seems to be consistent. Don't have a problem with anybody else.
It's always Nick
No,
and Tim that have the problem.
It just does seem to be Tim's more than anything for me as well. Anyway, are we ready to try?
I'll log out and come back in and see if that.
Yeah, I never have a problem with anybody else, so it's just with the
Right, we'll see if.
See how that is.
Everyone's good for
Okay.
me.
Shall we all roll our 2d6s?
No, if you can do him in it, starting with Imagawa, please, so that way I can make note of it.
So +2 is 9.
That's 1d6 heads, sir.
D6 heads. Okay.
Don't roll them, we'll do them all at the end.
Roll at the end, yeah.
Gyomo.
2d6. So 4.
You get injured, sir.
Oh.
Yeah.
Somebody roll for Hatsu.
I'll roll for Hatsu. 11. That's not good.
Is it high and low or not good here, and you want middle?
It's just variable in the table.
Roll again, please, Dave.
2d6.
Yes, please.
That's a 5.
Roll another d6, sir.
A 1.
Okay, she encounters 2 of these bastards.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I think it's darts of soil time and run like hell.
We'll come to that in a minute. Ashikata.
4 plus 2 makes it 6.
1d3 head. Somebody roll for Jeff. Sorry, Kyoto.
2d6? Oh, somebody's got that.
There you go.
Oliver, you're up next.
Is it 2d6 or 2d6 plus something? Because I'm courageous.
2d6 plus 2 because you're courageous.
Oh shit, I just rolled 1. Excuse me. So 6 plus 2 is 8.
One d6 head.
Thank you.
And then for Yuko.
I'm going to roll for Yuko.
Yeah.
That's 10, and she was dutiful.
Oh, I think that's an encounter. I think.
Oh, I hope I've not got your character killed in your absence, brew, mate.
Ah.
I know you'll
Right.
be watching this later.
Would one of you care to roll me a d20?
Not me.
I'll roll it. Why not?
Yeah.
Go on, Dave.
I consistently roll badly, so I can be blamed for everything.
Hatsu is fortunate in the fact that 2 of her peasant Ashigara are with her, and they proceed to deal quite nicely with the 2 bandits who are attacking her.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Nice.
They snuck through a slightly less well-guarded place than should have been, so they take a bit more care now.
Okay, we will notify everybody of the sneakiness of these guys. We should have actually asked the villagers for advice as well, because they know the layout better than we do. It's a bit
Right,
late, but I will ask.
you get an answer telling you how to defend better. Right, that was a hard-fought battle, but you threw them back, and they didn't actually get into the village other than those two sneaky types.
Nice. Is that round 1 over?
That's round 1. Right,
Do you
round
want
2.
to roll for, do you want to roll for my injury, because that is something that might affect us going forward?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay.
Because you're only using 10-man troop points, your injury is actually a point of damage, so it's not a problem at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, round 2. The second wave attacked with more ferocity. They're definitely attempting to break in through your defences, and, well, who knows what.
Okay.
So, off you go, Dave.
Yeah. 9.
9.
And 9 again, in fact.
That is 1d3 heads and an enk.
Okay.
Ooh.
Was. I thought that was where we
I'm assuming Enk is short for encounter.
encounter, so it's a one-on-one.
Oh.
Right, next man, Gyomo.
Second. 2d6. Yep. That's an 8.
Roll again, please.
Six.
6.
What's a 6?
That's 1d3 heads and another injury.
Yeah.
You're
I
stood
think
too close to the front, sir. It's too close to the front.
No, I think these injuries going to the back line, I think are stray arrows that he's just not seeing coming. That must be what it is. In Nick.
Well,
Yeah, I'd agree.
It's the saffron robe, you see. It makes for a good target.
Oh, yes.
Roll for Hatsu then.
Take down the
Okay.
healer. Take down the healer.
Hatsu rolls a 7.
Nothing happens to her this turn.
Ah.
Ashikata.
8 plus 2 is 10.
1d6 heads, sir.
Yes. Nice neck.
That's where I think we are.
Roll for Kyoto.
Yep. So that'll be +2. So that'll be 6.
Right, he takes a d3 heads and an injury.
Okay. Now, a question on this: are you wanting somebody to track that, or are you tracking that, Tim?
I'm tracking that.
Okay, that's fine.
Okawa-san.
Okay. I've got a Kawi on my thing. I'm going to change it on this actually. Give me 2 seconds to change what I've written here.
Okawa Nobuhito.
Yeah, I've just got one letter wrong in my own name on the actual overlay. No, wait, I haven't. Because I was thinking of next character.
Yes, you got Okawa something
And
something
Okawi.
Okawi.
Yeah,
It's quite confusing.
So I'm Okawa. Right, 2d6 plus 2. That'll be 8.
1d3 head. And then somebody roll for Yuko, please.
Go on with it.
Yeah, I'll get you
Do that
again. A dutiful 7.
Nothing happens to her. So the command group this time is kept safe by you lot. Okay.
Nice.
Right.
Apart from me, I attract all the arrows.
You're catching
Well,
arrows.
you're dressed in orange. We can see you.
Yes, it's bright orange. I know.
He's dressed as a dartboard.
Go jump in the cesspit, become covered in brown, and he won't stand out.
So we have an encounter.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, we have an encounter. Yeah. Roll a d6 then, please, Dave.
Just the one, yeah. There you go, 2.
Okay, you meet 2 of these guys.
Okay. Be interesting.
Mm.
Right. Well, we're going to lower our spears and we're going to charge you. So.
Okay, well I should be ready for that, and let's see how they get on. I'm on well, if they're charging, I can't do anything until they arrive. So it'll be a primary for both of us then at
Yes, right. Yeah.
when they arrive. I will favour the one to the left as the 2 of them come in, and look to step left as they do, to try and line the pair of them up then.
Okie dokie.
That makes sense?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to roll them, or do you want me to roll first?
You roll first. Sir.
Okay. I'm on a base of 15. Get it right. So, I'm plus 6.
That's a hit, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I'm on slightly more than that. Anyway, D6 plus. One. D6 plus 4.
Take this.
So take 7.
Okay. He strikes out at you with his spear.
I'm AC 8.
Is that 6 plus your level?
Yeah, 6 plus my level.
It
So
just strikes you for 8 points of damage.
Ooh,
just get me. Okay.
bastard.
You then kill him.
Right.
Yes, nice, nice, nice.
His mate, on the other hand, is so put off by your manoeuvre that he misses totally and utterly.
Good. Well, I shall step in on 12 and attempt to take him down.
Good stuff, Dave.
Okay.
You've got this.
I'm actually on 16 minus, because I've got 1 extra for the katana. So that'll be arm class 14.
Yeah, moon. Haha. I'm
Is
not
that enough
familiar
to-
with the battle rules, but I'm familiar with the one-on-one. I know what that two's doing.
Well, we'll see.
That's not enough. That's not enough for a crit.
Okay.
You've got armor class 4, you see. So, you know. But
That's
do your damage.
D6 plus 4 then, again.
Nice, Dave.
So, 9.
You kill him too.
Yeah.
Superb.
Note down you killed 2 rabble bandits.
Yeah.
Just for your information, all these bandits are rabble because I'm trying to get people to understand the combat system without hopefully killing them too much.
That's alright.
That's why there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I say that round they start to break through in places because there are just too many of them for you to stop. Although you do quite horrendous damage to them. Okay.
Yeah.
The villagers then spring another surprise because the rest of them come out and join in the combat.
Oh.
Only these aren't wearing armor, but they are carrying kitchen knives and pitchforks and anything else they can get their hands on.
Come on. I like these
You do
guys.
notice that the watch post that was closest to you has been set afire by some bastard,
Oh.
right? Fortunately, there was so they don't chase anybody out to butcher them. We're now going to round 3.
Round 3.
Round
Okay.
3. Ding, ding, ding.
Kick it off with 2
Right,
dice then. Oh.
Hold on, before you start. Yuko calls out bandits on the left, and a force of bandits spring out of the paddy fields and that on your right, and charge forward. This brings the ladies of the Kishiyama house out, and the bandits do as much as they can to run away from them rather than run towards you, because they come out and start slaughtering them in droves. And you go, yeah, they're pretty good, aren't they?
I was about to move me and my guys over there, but it looks like that's handled.
Oh, no, you can move them over. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
I'll ask Yuko why she called out bandits on the left when they appeared on the right.
I'll go where Yuko's calling me.
Because if you notice, she's facing the wrong way.
So does she mean this way for me and my guys?
Turn her around so that she's facing that way.
So does she mean here?
She means where you are now.
Yeah, okay.
Much as carnage ensues. So what did you roll, Dave?
I rolled an 8, so plus 2 is 10.
That's 1d6 plus.
So I lost you at the end there. I got 1d6, and then it went blank.
Plus 1.
Yeah.
And an
1d6 plus 1 heads and an enk.
yes.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
That's because you're on the winning column.
Yeah, I thought we were winning. I reckon the last round was deadlocked.
It was indeed.
Yeah.
You see, the point is to the rest of you, once you know the system reasonably well, you can have a guess as to which column you're on. But it doesn't make any difference as long as you're rolling the dice legit.
No, makes no difference,
Anyway.
but you get a feel for the swing of the battle and your narratives supporting that. So
Yeah, the narrative's the best
Right,
part for me.
Guillaume.
Gyomo dutifully rolls a 4.
That's another.
Oh Jesus,
Another
Dave.
injury. 3 injuries so far. Yep, fine.
Some luck tonight, mate.
it's
Well,
running
yeah,
distraction. That's what it is. Interference.
Right, would you, Guillermo? Would you make me a wit saving throw, please, sir?
Certainly, I will try. D20 7 against my wit saving throw of
Okay.
9. So made it by 2.
Okay, some of those bandits are running away in fear. Okay,
Ooh.
not because it's a tactically sensible thing to do.
Right, I will have a look around and see if I can figure out what's causing the fear. Or who's causing the fear.
Okay, make another d20 roll.
16.
At the moment, you're not entirely sure, but you could have suspicions.
Okay.
Okay, let's roll for Hatsu then, please.
Oh, sorry, D2d6, my apologies.
Yeah.
2d6, a 7.
That's another round without going out, but I'll take the 1. Since it's Hatsu, I won't say anything at the moment. She just goes, oh shit.
She may well spot something, yes.
Well, I know you rolled a 1, so she has spotted something, yes. Anyway,
Right,
Ashikata.
I was just going to say, Dave, I think all these injuries you're taking, I think it's one lone bowman on the grassy knoll just over there.
No, that's what they want you to think. It's the other ones in the various bushes.
Got a 9 plus 2 is 11, Tim.
2, 11. Yeah.
You hear that, Tim?
Yes, I did. That's 1d6 plus 1 head.
Yep.
And a bank or a bastard encounter.
Bastard encounter. Okay.
Sorry, a bastard encounter?
Yeah,
I
it's
can
called a
encounter
bank.
any tougher. I can encounter any tougher.
Oh.
Yes.
That's why it's a bastard.
I'm guessing that's not the official term in the book then. I like it
Called a
though.
bank in the book, but not. Yeah.
No, we'll call it a bastard. That's
No, it doesn't say what it is in the book, I don't think.
No,
But you could look it up.
that's canon
just
on
calls
this
it a
channel.
bank, doesn't it?
No, it's canon on this channel now. It's a
Okay.
bastard encounter.
Okawa.
No, that is me. So 2d6 plus 2. A courageous 7.
1d6 heads and a wound.
A wound. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Nastier than injury. Although not as
Oh,
nasty
yes.
as 3 injuries.
Ordinarily,
Let's
if you were doing
roll
a
for Yuko, please.
And Yuko's 2d6 dutiful is a dutiful 3.
He's obviously doing her job right, because that's another non-encounter.
Excellent.
Right,
work.
we'll start with the Enk.
Have you done Morikawa?
You are correct, sir. I jumped over him. My mistake.
Okay. So 11 plus 2, 13.
Big number.
2d6.
2d6 heads. He's getting stuck in there.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. And for you, Oliver, on the system, if we were running the full battle system, a wound would be a d6 lethal damage, and the injury is normally a d3 lethal. That's the.
Okay. When do I roll that?
But well, the level Tim's doing at it, so the injuries are just a point, and I'm guessing wound 2 points.
No, wounds a d3.
You are doing a d3, okay.
So should I roll that or do you, Tim?
Not yet. We'll do that in a minute when
Cool.
we've finished.
Alright, cool.
Right, the encounter. Sir.
Yes, mine or Ashikata.
We'll do yours. It's an encounter. We'll do yours first.
Yeah, okay. So what am I facing? One Yori man, a swordsman, or?
No, basically, roll a d6. Tell me what you roll.
Oh, right, okay. 1.
Right, you're facing 2 more of these guys again.
Okay. I shall do a similar thing as last time, only this time I will step to the right.
Okay, well, we'll charge up to you and attempt to skewer you.
You've got
Okay.
this, Dave. You've got this.
Dave, take 11.
11. Ouch. Jeez.
No, my mistake, 10. I've already added the 1 in.
Yeah. Okay.
The second one you managed to deflect, so it scrapes you off your armor, but doesn't do any damage.
Okay. Well, let's see what I can do then. It'll hit. Take 8.
Decent.
And then there was 1.
Yes, Dave.
Okay.
You're rolling like a machine.
And I
tonight.
shall, assuming they're on 10, so I shall step forward on a 12. And,
Actually, they're actually on 9.
okay, well, I shall step forward on 12. That'll hit about a 4.
We're on class 4, so
Let's check. It's just 15 plus 1 for that, 16. So I hit armor class 4. There you go. Take 6.
I'm still there. I'm tough, me.
Ooh.
Ooh.
He steps back 1 and slash. Again, you deflect his spear with your sword, because you're 8, aren't you?
I am, yeah. My level that does
Stand
different.
still! Stop fighting! Let me stab you!
Secondary on 6.
Oi, mate.
So 13 halved. 6.
That's a hit.
Yeah, plus the other. I'll see what I need. Yeah, take 6.
That's another 2 dead rabble then, sir.
Okay.
Dave.
But you do notice he's taken about 20 points of damage so far.
Oh.
18, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Nick,
Off
with your
mine, yeah.
bastard
One's gone.
or your bank, should I say? I won't use the word bastard anymore. Bank. Roll a d6 and tell me what.
No, please do use the word bastard.
6. Nothing like killing yourself, is there?
Right, you've got 14 rabble to face.
Okay. They've
Only
actually
14.
decided that you in the heavy armour need taking down, so there are 8 of us.
Okay. Yeah, I think that should finish me off
Well,
nicely.
only 6 of them can attack you at once.
Oh, that's true. So it might take them 2 rounds.
Right. Roll it before you start. Roll a d20 for me.
Roll the 4.
Your 5 men who are with you block 5 of them, and only 3 get through to you.
Oh, nice.
Because we're doing our job properly, you see.
Okay.
Are you on with the Yari?
Using 2 swords.
You posy git, so we're going to kill you. So we run up to you and attempt to stab you.
Okay.
Do you want to charge us?
Why not? Charge in.
Okay.
I'm parrying with my wakizashi and striking with my katana. So I might need to roll my parry. It becomes relevant.
What armor class are you, sir?
9.
5.
9 plus a parry if I need to roll the parry. It's close.
Roll your parry.
I've made the parry by 6.
So it's ready.
Sorry,
to
I didn't.
the-
Sorry. Ignore that. It was misread that. Actually roll the dice. I rolled a 12. I made it by 2. I'm class 10, I believe.
Okay, not quite enough to protect you from the middle.
Okay.
So take 8 points of pain, sir.
Okay.
Given that both sides are charging, does he add both BMAs to his strength?
At the moment, I'm not doing that, but we'll worry about that later.
Not going to make much difference.
And the third one misses you.
Right.
Have your chops.
Only got 1. Right. I can afford to take 2. That's going to miss. Assuming they're on plus 4.
What's your BCS?
14.
Well, no, that hits then.
I think I'm at -1 because of my Nito Kenjutsu, I think.
You are, yes, but you're at +3 because you're charging and we're charging, so you hit.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. E6 plus 3. 6 then, sir.
I'm unconscious.
You're a bit puny.
Hey.
Yeah, well, that's because we're rabble, you see.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. We can still kill you.
Oh, easily. I think you probably will. At this rate.
No, we shouldn't do. We shouldn't do. Anyway,
Right.
What's your BAP, sir?
8.
8. Oh, all right.
That's heavy armor for you.
I'm still parrying.
Yeah.
Assuming they're going first, I should roll my parry. Which is 7. I'm armor class 10.
Wow.
Missed both times. Only just though.
Okey-dokey. I go. Yeah, that's a miss.
That is indeed a miss.
Yep.
Our secondaries, we shall parry, sir, because we can't hit you on a primary or anything.
On the primary, if they hit him, they're going to crit him, aren't they? Because they've got to roll 1.
Maybe not.
Well, I'll have a go anyway on a secondary. Ooh, a miss.
Our primaries, we're going to thrust at you, sir.
Okie dokie. Oh, parry. Yep, still armor class 10.
Right, you just managed to parry the first one before he skewered you.
Okay.
Your attack.
Okie dokie. Oh, that's good hit him. To win the armor class 4, that was him. 1d6. 3. Take 4.
I'm still there. I'm tough, me. Well, not that
Oh,
tough.
yeah. I'm only playing with me food.
Second.
What are they doing?
Well, we attempted to thrust at you again and we both missed.
Okie dokie. I'll have a crack. You are miss as well.
Never mind.
Next round. Roll my parry.
Dave W's dropped from both Discord and Roll20.
I get nothing for the parry. So I'm class 9.
Well, we both missed.
Could be a bad mistake. Yeah, I'll miss as well. Could take a while this fight. Next round I'll parry again. No, still I'm a class 9. On him. Do your stuff. It's all gone very quiet.
Yeah. Tim's thinking.
What was
Oh,
your
yeah.
BCS?
My BCS, my 14. So I'm in combat.
Okay, you just missed me because I dazed myself, but I didn't fall over.
That roll there is my. Oh, right, you dazed yet? Okay.
You rolled a 20. You see. Right, so one of them comes out of his daze, the other one tries to stab you.
Okay.
It keeps rolling 2s for some reason, and I don't understand why.
Roll20 has those days, like.
Yeah, anyway, your secondary, sir.
Secondary. I'm not sure it's where's it before. Persist for now.
Send a wee message.
Nope. Nope. Next round.
We both missed.
Right, next round I'll do my parry. They're going to have trouble hitting me. I think that is.
I've already got trouble hitting you.
That is a
I think
nice
that's
roll,
3.
mate.
I think it's armor class 12 now. It may be more because that's a crit, but it's 12, I think.
Don't worry about it. Unless we roll a 1, we're not hitting you at the moment.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
Your attack.
Okay. Oh, come on. What's going on here? Sorry. Ew, let's hit somebody.
Decent, mate.
6 plus 3. Right, you scumbag, you took some last time. Take another 4. Throw another 6.
He's dead now.
Only about time to.
Nice.
Right, sunshine. It's just me
Right.
and you.
The last one turns around to run away, so you can have an attack at +10.
Okay.
Because we realise we can't actually hurt you because you're too good.
Right, I'll hit him then. Take 4! I'm only playing with my food again.
He runs away from me. What's your BMA?
I'm not going to try and catch him.
Okay.
No chance.
All right, you can roll that you've defeated 3 rabble bandits.
My BMA is 5, but I'm not going to strain myself chasing
You're
myself.
staying flat.
Not in this armor.
Welcome back, Dave.
I'm welcome.
Welcome back. Right, okay, you get you count Budo for all 3, so that's 3 rabble you've beat.
Okay.
Right. At the end of that round, there's carnage all over the place, okay?
You've got my wound to do.
Yep.
No, don't worry. We'll worry about that in a minute.
Oh, okay.
You're not going to die from it, so don't worry.
Okay, so
It becomes relevant. Yeah.
we've got round 4
Right,
away.
round 4, okay? They run away in fright, and you get to roll on the victory.
Hey.
Nice.
So,
I'll look around and see
starting with
if I can...
Imagawa.
Gower. Okay. 7.
1d6 heads and a wound.
Oh, a wound. Okay.
A Gyomo.
9.
Say,
Nice change.
Pardon?
Safe.
Good. Well, if they're running
That was
away,
safe,
they're no longer they're no longer shooting at me if they're running away.
that's right, yeah. That's why you don't take any damage. Roll for Hatsu.
Hatsu. A 5.
Nick.
10 plus 2, 12.
2d6.
Okay.
Roll for just character.
7.
1d6 heads and a wound. Oliver, your character.
2d6 plus 2. 10.
1d6 plus 1 heads and an injury.
Injury.
Clearly wearing this heavy armor is stopping the archers shooting at me.
Right, that concludes this battle. Okay, as the enemy all run away.
Come back.
Right. Now, roll all your d6s, d3s, and plus 1s, and tell me how many heads you get in total.
Slash roll, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
So I'm doing the whole thing in one, I think. Oh, shit roll.
Does Hatsu get anything for that ink or not because her bodyguard got in the way?
No, I've done that wrong. I've added... Oh no, that was... No, yeah, that's added a 3 for some reason.
It should be 3d6 plus a d3 plus 1.
Let me just do it individually, because that formula was wrong. So 3d6 plus a d3. Oh shit. I just pressed the wrong one. Right, this is the d3. What was that? 7 plus... Why am I rolling 2 of them? Jesus Christ. 7 plus 3 plus 1. 11. Kept hitting the wrong bloody buttons, man. But 11.
Okay, roll a d3 for your wound.
One. Got injury as well.
Your injury is a single point.
Does that mean I get 1
Injury is
plus 1?
just a single point.
Does that 2 lethal
Okay,
damage?
Mr. Thompson, what did you get, sir?
I got 16 heads and I took a total of 20 damage. An 8, a 10 from the 2 encounters, and then 2 from the wound. So 16 heads, 20 damage.
Right, Imagawa gets 2 points of Buddha
Okay.
for 4 rabble Bushi.
Yeah.
And a total of 32 points of on.
32 points on. Okay. Thank you.
Okawa gets 11 points of on.
11. Nice.
Nick?
And 2 lethal
I had some
damage, right?
terrible-
Yes.
I had some terrible rolls and I only got 11 heads and took 8 damage. Dice were bad, really bad. Yes, that's 8 plus 11. No injuries, no wounds. And 3 rabble, what's it?
Right, you get
Ah,
1.5 points of Budo and 18.5 points of on.
I didn't get any Budo, no. Just the on.
Cool. We have Tim back.
Mr. Waring, sir?
Tim, sorry, I didn't get any Budo, just the on, and it's 2 lethal damage, right?
That's right, yes.
Thank you.
You
Shut
now
up.
had 2 hits and 3 injuries.
That's right, yeah. So you get 4 points of on in total, sir.
Jolly good. Thank you. So, if she didn't get anything for that ink, because the peasants got in the way, then
Yep.
she didn't have anything. 3 rounds of nothing happening as well.
Right, Hatsu gets half a point of Shugendo and 1.5 points of on. Right, you look round.
What about Yuko?
Yuko got 1 point of on, sorry, 2.5 points of on and 1.5 points of Budo.
Okay, so that makes her 12 Budo. What did you say on?
2.5.
2.5, so 19.5. Thank you.
You could make that a bit more Shugendo for Hatsu, could you? 9.6.
You realise that this was, while quite serious, much more of a probing attack than anything else, because you're all on your feet, and Hitiko and his men lost 1 man to that round, that fight.
Well, the people who attacked us all just at Ashikawa didn't throw any other troops in.
They were wearing light Ashigaru armor class 4. They've got
Did they have any-
spears and wakizashis.
Did they have any mon or anything?
The ones attacking you didn't know.
Okay.
However, one of the Hitiko's men pointed out that there was a general over there on that hill, and he was flying the Ashoki mon, Ashoki, one or the other.
Sounds like politics.
It's interesting how prepared for it this town was. The whole town seems to be a militia.
Interesting, that, isn't it?
Very. Like, the whole town is a militia. They don't just have a militia, like the whole town is its militia.
Oh no, there's quite a number of dead villagers as well.
But they were a well-armed village militia, like not just pitchforks, because then they had the actual guys with. Now see how they came out with swords and stuff. Did any of them have armor as well? Actually,
Yes,
just,
they do.
They did as well as armor, just did as well as weapons. They had armor too. Wow. Okay.
I'll discuss with the group that I saw the rabble running away in terror from something, but I couldn't see what.
Hatsu presents you with a written note, okay? And it says on it that the Kishiyama women are faceless.
I will not pass this on to the party. I need to talk to my abbot.
And she says, I suggest that we don't let them know that we know that.
Yeah. Right.
Okay,
heal the
the
damage.
villagetta come out of their house and start tidying their bodies up. Okay.
Okay.
The villagers they put to one side. Bandits they strip and then take away and dump somewhere. You don't want to know necessarily quite where, but it's probably somewhere where they're not buried very well.
Well, I shall speak to the headman and ask if he wants me to conduct a funeral, and suggest it might be sensible to say a prayer over the bodies of the bandits, because we wouldn't want them wandering, would we?
Oh, indeed, if you be so good, sir.
Okay, well, in that case, I shall conduct a Sagaki rite for the bandits, and then they can take them away and dump them, and then work with the ladies of the village to organise the funerals for the villagers.
Okie dokie.
That's assuming we have time. Presumably, the boss is considering the fact that there was a general up there showing a mond. That's above my status. And anybody injured, I will endeavour to heal.
You can leave me for last, my friend. Just a scratch on me.
Have you cleaned it?
No, no yet. I will do. Don't worry, don't worry.
Up here. We don't want you getting another infection.
Okay, Gyomo cleans my wounds. I'll put that in my notes.
I shall happily take healing if there is healing, being half, well, more than half dead.
Yeah.
20 points down.
There's your
Imagawa,
priority.
would you care to roll percentage dice, sir?
Well, yeah, I got a question as well, which may be relevant to this, but I'll roll your percentage die first, and then I'll ask. 64.
Okie dokie, nothing happens. What's your question, sir?
During the fight, is there anybody that I recognised out of any of this lot, or whatever, for their performance, or even any of the villagers particularly?
We'll come to that in a minute.
Okay.
Gyomo, would you care to roll percentage dice, sir?
Certainly. 26.
Okay, you're not noticed either.
I know. I didn't expect to be. I mean, they noticed me enough in the battle.
Ashikata.
I guess we're scaling down the percentages because it's a smaller battle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well,
I have noted it down. Look.
Is this if you were noticed by somebody of
Noticed.
importance for on kind of thing?
Yeah, normally it's
3.
normally it's pretty much guaranteed with 4 rounds of courageous and whatever, and that level of on. But
Yeah.
so I'm figuring it must be scaled down.
Did you hear that, Tim?
Big 3.
We lost him again.
Roll a d20, sir.
Okay.
Somebody was spotted.
3. Oh, hang on. Sorry, it's nice. Bloody hang on. I'm in a bit of trouble. Roll D20 with the my arms. My hands are not doing what they're supposed to be. 14. Got magic.
Mm-hmm.
Have we lost him?
I think
I know it's all silent.
it does sound like it.
No, I'm still here. I'm trying to find something.
Ah.
Okay.
He's deep in the book.
Roll a d10, sir.
D10. Okay. D10. A3.
Okay. In that case, you are presented with a fine katana, sir.
Bye.
Hichiko.
Okay. Thank you very much. Swap bits with my normal katana. Basically swap blades. Whatever. Yes, I will take some time and put that blade,
Oliver, you
that,
can roll percentage dice as well, please.
put that blade into my sword, basically.
Yes.
Forte.
And everybody gets 5 gold.
Wow.
Okay.
Each.
Yeah.
Wow.
In this instance, it's not actual coin. It's a script saying go to this man in Yedo and he'll give you 5 koku. Because I don't carry that much cash on me.
Will I add that to Yuko's sheet, or will we just add 5 gold?
Oh, you can add it to Yuko's sheet
Yeah.
if you're keeping it up to date. That's...
I'll just say script for 5 gold.
I shall bow politely to Hitiko and ask if he would give mine to the villagers instead, as they suffered casualties through the bandit attack.
Certainly, he says. He manages to find enough gold to actually scrape 5 up and present it to the constable. They're happy.
Okay, I've added it to miscellaneous on mine and on Yuko's. Somebody else can do the other absent players.
So we'll check that out later.
Cool.
I'll put it on Morikawa now, so that gold's on.
If you could put it on Hatsu's as well, that'd be good, Dave.
Yeah, can do that.
Certainly.
Done.
Put it on Hatsu's?
I've done it, yeah.
Okay, fine.
Cool. That's the thing with 2 people having such great names. The same.
Right, can you increase Hatsu's Shugendo to 13.5?
Certainly.
I can. I'm sitting out right now. There we go.
Which makes second level.
I think the Dave situation's
And
confusing.
are on to 59.
Oh wow. I think the Dave situation's confusing. I play with 3 Brians regularly.
That needs another 3.5 adding to the on from actions, which makes it 11. There we go.
She's now level 2.
She is now level 2.
So
She has an extra point of key.
Puts her on 4.
I'll roll a D3 hit points for her.
And she gets 3 hit points.
She gets 3.
Well, if you look, that puts her to 11, which is average man status, which I'm not happy with, but she's not rabble anymore.
Okay.
Yeah,
how many power did she roll this time?
Well, you better roll a d10 and add 2.
Well, roll a d10 first, and it adds the 2 automatically on the sheet. 6. So her power was. There we go. So that puts her up to 53.
Lots and lots and lots.
Oh yes. Her BCSs have all gone up.
Right. You maintain a watch overnight and you all go to sleep. Some of you sleeping more soundly than others. Have you rolled for healing on anybody yet, Dave?
Not yet. I wanted to wait and see how much power I had left after the battle. How much power did I have left after the battle? I don't know. You tell me how much got used.
Roll percentage dice.
Okay. Let's hope it's low. Or high.
No, let's hope it's high.
68.
Okay, you've
So-
used 2d3 power during the battle, sir.
I have used 6 power during the battle, which leaves me with 40 left. So I can do up to 20 healings. So,
Okay, well, assume you use all of it, and then
mhm.
who needs the most?
Imagawa, I suspect.
I'm 20 points down.
Right, in that case, roll 2d6s until you get to 20 or more. Because you're doing 2d6 a level at a time, aren't you?
Yep. And it only costs 1 healing rate.
Yeah.
So what's Imagawa's
If you
healing
do
rate?
2d6 until he gets to 20, then you know how many he's got left.
Fair enough. Well, I can roll 2d6 4 times because he's only got 4 healing rate.
Yes, I've got 4 healing rate.
Oh, okay then. Yeah.
You might not need that. I've got complete faith in you. You'll get me before 4. There you go, halfway there already.
10 for the first one.
Oh, nice roll.
Yeah.
7 for the second one.
Okay, just need 3 more.
And 9 for the last one. So
There you go. Feel invigorated.
6. Who else needs healing apart from me?
Only two.
I could do with a bit.
Only 2.
could do with a
Save me
bit,
for
like-
last.
Okay, so 4 Tim. How many more?
Do 4.
And another 8, so that's 12 total.
How many points were you down, Oliver?
I was only down 2. Give me the 4.
So the
Well,
first one,
how many was Tim down?
well, I wasn't any down because I'm the games master.
You mean Nick?
Sorry, no,
Do you
sorry,
mean
Nick.
Snake?
Nick, sorry.
8 points down.
So the
Well,
second
in
one
that
does
case,
hit.
you're healed.
Okay.
And then Oliver, well, I think one should do it. So I'll just use 1 point of power, so that's 5.
There we go.
Anybody else?
Uh,
I don't know. What about the players who are not here?
Badoka needs a small amount as well, Dave.
Okay. How small?
No more than 4.
In that case, I'll use a second level one.
Oh, nice roll too.
And-
Oh, okay.
and, yep.
And the rest of it you use on injured peoples.
Okay.
Villagers.
Can I use 1 on myself? So I took
You
3.
certainly can.
Nice.
Yes. So I heal myself, and the rest goes on the villagers. Okay. That wasn't in battle, so I presume I get no Shigendo for that.
No, you don't get any Shigendo for that, no. But you have healed everybody. Everybody's feeling good.
Good.
Arigato.
However, they have you have managed to capture one of the rebel bandits because you only knocked him out. So he comes round and he's questioned.
Yeah. Well, I'm busy doing the funeral rites, all right? So try and ignore the screams.
Does this hurt? Yeah, does this hurt?
How many fingers are you holding up? How many fingers have you got on the left now?
Alright, far too many. A few spare. They're with me. Butchering, leave me.
Okay, the constable, strangely enough, appears to be quite skilled at interrogation.
Of course he is.
And he skillfully questions the captured bandit before the bandit expires. Right? And the bandit reveals that the leader's name is...
Leader's name
Name is unknown.
Suspense.
Tune in after the break to find out who the murderer is.
Yeah.
No use head and shoulders?
No, I shall call him Ashoki Ginzo. I know his second name is Ginzo. I keep forgetting quite what the clan that I've... So I know I could...
You could write it down. I hope you remember.
The cheek.
The
Yes.
radical idea.
Okay, I'll call him Ashoki Ginzo for now because I can't find the bit of paper his name's written on. And they've been, he and the bandits you've been fighting, I've been told to assault the village with a train in it, slaughter all the villagers, and anybody else is here, and then take the package that the train is guarding and take it back to their base.
So they're after us.
Where is their base?
That he doesn't know.
Doesn't know my ass. Cut a finger off.
Interestingly, not everything that we are transporting, just the package we are guarding.
Yes. He can even tell you which box it's being carried in, as far as he's aware.
Yeah, I think I know which one he means.
Which one is that?
The one with the strong box in it.
Yeah, though it might be.
Hichiko gets the interrogator to question him again, but he still maintains that he doesn't actually know where the base is.
Where are we taking that package to?
Yedo.
Yedo, and we currently...
No,
Where are we
Nomomasa,
currently?
you're about halfway, strangely enough.
Roughly how far are we from Yedo in travelling time? Just approximately. At the speed we've been doing it.
A week still, isn't it?
Are we a week away?
More, I think.
About 27 days at the rate you've been going.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you've been travelling for 26.
Right. It's a bit too far. I was just thinking whether we should have a small mobile group deliver that parcel, but 27 days away is a bit too far.
Oh, that's at the speed you're going at.
Yes, so we can go faster if we ditch all the other stuff. Just take that parcel, but 27 days is a long time.
Well, the question is whether or not Hichiko has to be there on a particular date. It may be the person that he's taking it to won't be there until a date, so getting it there early may not be effective. So I would suggest that you speak with Hichiko about potential changes.
Yes.
Ashikata-san, says Hichiko.
Yes.
Are you offering to take the package to Yedo faster than we're travelling?
Well, I just wondered if we had a small, fast-moving group to get it there quicker. Is that worth considering?
It certainly would, and it is worth considering, especially as it would appear that my enemies, and quite possibly yours now, and know that we've got the package.
Yes, I know where we are and what we've got. So they're gonna probably hound us all the way from now on.
Yes.
I think we sent them a strong warning today, though.
Yeah, but that wasn't the main attack.
No, it wasn't.
That was a probing attack to see
That was just
how effective
how tough we were. Yeah.
Yes. And the unexpected reinforcements from the village helped.
Yes.
Yes,
We hadn't
that
had
was
those
something
100
of a surprise,
villagers.
says TK.
Yes.
The
if we
ladies of the
hadn't had
manor I would have expected, but the villagers, not so much.
So if we need to get into Edo, because there are two possible roads, aren't there? The road splits. I don't know.
Can we see the map?
It's up to Hitiko, but it's a suggestion I will make.
Yeah, can we get map change?
Didn't change.
Some patience, David.
I thought he may have changed himself to the map, but not moved us.
It's just got to trap.
That's what I do occasionally.
Yes,
I'm quite good at that as well, actually. Good point.
Yeah, I click on another map and think, oh, that's fine, I can see it, and then forget to move the party.
Exactly.
Well, I would, but Roll20 appears to have lost the map.
Good one, Roll20.
Try a hard refresh on the screen. Control F5 to hard refresh.
Not yet, no. I don't...
See if it's just screwed up its UI.
I shall try resetting.
Is it still in your, what do you call it, list? Your item
library.
list? Library list, that's the word I'm looking for, library list.
Yes. If you look on my library, is it in your uploads?
I'll let you know once I've reloaded.
Ah, right.
It's quite persistent in the uploads. It's quite actually hard to get rid of them. I've discovered that.
Even when you transfer them to a folder, it still leaves a copy in your.
Yeah, you still have to do quite a bit of hacking to get rid of them. It's persistent, because.
I haven't checked how much spare space I've got for ages.
It'll let you know when you've run out.
Roll20 doesn't give you that much on the free account, like. Back to the Underdark on Tuesday, Dave.
More drown to kill.
Yeah.
Oh, I got loads left. They've put it up to 8 gig.
Anyway, near the limit then.
Oh, I can upload an awful lot more then.
That main map I have.
Uploading.
Problem I have, Dave, is that main map I have for my game is a 4K image, so that takes up loads.
Yeah. Yes.
What, only 4K?
Yeah. No, as in no 4K resolution.
Right. But it's less than 1.5 meg. Yes.
I don't know. No, absolutely not.
Because I think 1.5 meg is the largest you're allowed to upload in an image.
Yeah, I would have thought there's some sort of limit.
I'm not sure. It must be
1.5
compressed
meg.
somehow. It's 4K image anyway.
1.5 meg is quite a big image.
Yeah.
Certainly if it's JPEG.
That map's a thing of beauty.
We haven't submit. But let's see if we can zoom
Straight
into
from the original book, folks. Thing of beauty.
Yep. Let's see if we can zoom it right in. Oh no, we've got to cross the crease. It's dangerous.
Right. Paid subscription levels can upload up to 20 megabytes. So you can upload up to 10 meg.
Oh, if you're going to start
Oh,
paying
fair
for
enough.
things, it's time to get Foundry.
Why?
Because it's so much better.
Well, I'm happy enough with Roll20 at the moment.
I'm still using
Right.
Roll20 for everything as well.
You are where I'm going about.
Ah,
Where, sorry? Oh, here.
Yeah, where's Pinky? On the Tokaido, a bit further to the
just
southeast
short of Odawara, are we?
Haramatsu. Yep, bottom right of Haramatsu.
You between Haramatsu and
Yep, where the bottom of that curve is, somewhere near there.
yeah, basically just under the eye in Tokyo.
Okay.
And we got to go along that road, get over the crease somehow, and then get to Edo.
So we are there, correct?
No, further east. Where it says Tokaido, you got to see Haramatsu
Oh, right.
and Tokaido under the eye of Tokaido. Yeah, near enough.
Sorry, the Eye of Tokaido is there.
What?
The
my
Koshu
map.
Kaido is the one up there, and just under that is Odawara there.
Well, it's not, doesn't
Well,
go with my map.
the map's not lined up the same as for us.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, you're
Oh, right, fine. But we're under the Eye of Tokaido.
I'm going
No,
AFK
it's
for
geographical.
2 minutes. Still hear you.
geographic. Anyway, basically, yes, we're going to wiggle up the Tokaido and get over the crease, and then we're in Edo.
Well, can I suggest that we check and see if there's a fishing village along the coast,
Oh, we
and
could
see whether we
probably-
can get a boat across and cut out a lot of the road.
That would certainly confuse them, wouldn't it? We could, well, theoretically, we could boat it all the way to Edo.
Well, it depends whether we can get villagers to do that.
Even if they
I
can
mean,
take us past,
Yeah.
past that big headland to the other side of that massive bit that sticks out. You know, like you say,
Yes.
Odawara.
If they could get it to Odawara, then it's a relatively short journey onto Yedo, isn't it?
And it's a good road as well, yes, so we could maximise our speed. Good road, it's flat.
We'll see what
Flat once you
Hitiko thinks of that.
Yeah, once you get to Odawara, it's flat, so we can zoom along.
I mean, you certainly couldn't get the entire convoy on a fishing
No,
boat.
because the
So
entire convoy
they
would
probably won't
defeat the whole
expect
purpose.
that. Yes.
Defeat the whole purpose. You know, we're looking at small mobile team. You know, we want the main group to stay there to attract the flag, get their attention. Hopefully.
Oh, you probably better get one of the kind of porters to wear a saffron robe then.
No, we can do that if
Still
necessary.
there.
We can make it look like we're still there. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, a pincushion robe. Here. Aim for the guy in orange.
Right, Hitiko can tell you that if you can get to the village of Shimada, okay, then you'll be able to get a boat.
Shimada, how much further on is
Shimada one we've been through already. So I'm just wondering whether it might be quicker to take the package.
No, it's not.
Still ahead of
Okay.
us here.
How many days journey? The road is blocked ahead of us, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah, well, you could always go.
we have to
That's
unblock
what I'm
it.
saying. Well, either unblock it, which for a body of troops is going to be difficult, or we just take a side track off the side. The question is whether the river going hitting the coast just ahead of us, is that river before or after the village?
What about if we...
If we're talking about the river I think you're talking about, Dave, it's neither, because the village is on that river.
Right. But the...
So it's 3 hexes from where you are at the
Okay.
Sorry, can you
And
draw a wee
the-
dot on the map where we are?
Basically,
According to me, we
About
are
there.
there.
out there.
According to
Under
everybody
the
else,
ion.
we're somewhere else.
According to everybody else apart from Dave, is on a geographical shift. We're here.
On
Hang
the
on,
Tokaido.
let me just reload Roll20.
Yeah, there. Thank you.
That's around. That's near enough here. So, I'm wondering, we could try a slightly different approach. What if we let the main group continue on plodding up the road? Is it possible for us? Could we nip back where we came
Thank you.
and try and find a boat? Once the main group walks on, then there's the road.
We'll let the main
Well, no,
group,
you could go. You'll be able to get a boat at Haramatsu for certain.
let the main group
that might be.
continue up the road and we're going to nip across the water.
We go backwards a bit to Haramatsu to get a boat to zip round to Odawara or somewhere.
So yeah,
on the plane basically.
so
on the
we're
plane
going
where
this
radio
way.
is.
So we'd be backtracking to Haramatsu to get a boat, right? Okay.
And then we sail right round to somewhere out here, Odawara, because at that point you're on the plane, so it's flat. It's a good road and it's flat all the way to Edo.
Mm-hmm.
But given that it's flat, we'll be able to travel fast, and B, it'll be difficult for them to ambush if it's nice flat terrain. Should be able to see them coming if they do somehow look out what we've done.
Certainly, as I say,
And
then.
more importantly, you wouldn't be travelling with all these very slow ports.
No, we'll just be carrying the minimum equipment we can get away with. Plus,
Yeah.
we need. Might have to leave some of our heavier armour behind in the waters, you know, in the main wagon train, but it's Tiko's decision, but I think it's a workable idea.
Which yoga have you?
1 second. I think it's Hatha Yoga, is it? Let me just check. Yes, Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga as a blessing increases a physical attribute. In a trance, I can detect any source of active magical power. And healing by Hatha Yoga is physical attributes.
Yeah, effectively, you don't have the one that allows you to get a hit.
You don't have
Allows
the
me to get
mystical,
what?
whatever it's called.
Hints? No, I think that's Raja Yoga.
Mystical one or whatever.
Right, it's quite simple. Hitiko thinks this is a good idea because they wouldn't expect him to trust you with the package that he's got.
Does he have to have it there on a particular day or just by a particular day?
No, he has to have it there when the man who's supposed to receive it is there, and at the moment he's in Sendai.
Right. Is there any idea when he's going to get to Edo?
Yes, I don't know what he's doing in Sendai or how long he's going to be there. I've got no idea. But
Right, so the original plan was basically to get to Edo and then just wait for him.
well, I was expecting him to be in Edo when he got there because he knows roughly when I'm going to arrive. But obviously something's gone wrong with.
Is there anyone else who can receive it that is trustworthy?
He has an apprentice whom you can leave it with. Yeah.
Or is there anybody that you would trust to take us in?
The innkeeper. Excuse me. Yes, is he? Yes, sir. Okay. Lady Kishiyama is here to see you. Okay. Please show her in. And he goes out, and this woman who's dressed like a high-class Ronin comes in. She bows politely to you all.
Yep.
Would you mind explaining to me why my village has just been attacked?
Hoping you could explain it to us.
Look at Hitiko.
Well, milady, it would appear that the bandits want something that we are transporting. I see. And what would that? Well, I'm waiting.
Keep losing you bits of you, Tim.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, basically, she asks what they're carrying, and he appears reluctant to. Should I call my daughters in?
Not supposed to that.
Lost you again, yeah, after reluctant.
Lost that again, I'm afraid.
Oh. Hopefully this will be better.
Gonna crowdsource by a better headset, mate.
Indeed. Right. Well, basically, Lady Kishiyama asks him why the village was attacked. He replies that it's something he's carrying, and she wants to know what it is. And Hitiko looks reluctant to tell her. Sorry. Hatsu leans forward and whispers something in his ears, and all of you other than Gyomo can make wit saving throws.
Oh.
Because Gyomo already knows what she's going to say.
14 doubt it. I'm not even gonna need to look, am I?
Yeah, I need to bother check that one. Worth looking at.
No. On my level 2 Bushi, I don't think.
Dave D?
Sorry, I missed part of what you were saying again.
Okay, basically, can you roll me a d20, sir?
Roll you a d20, yes, I can.
So you'll catch up with it when I put the report up, which is one reason for doing it.
Yeah, that's okay. There you go, a 1.
Fair enough. That?
Then Imagawa hears Hatsu say to Hitiko that the lady is a faceless one.
A
Faceless one, yes.
Okay. Whether he means physically or...
Well, she's obviously, you can see she's got a face because you can see it.
But it seems a bit...
The name of an
Okay.
organisation, surely, the faceless ones.
Well, possibly. Or is the face I'm seeing an illusion?
Shapeshifter.
Hitiko looks at Hatsu and goes, "Mouth, are you sure?"
Okay.
And Hatsu nods and looks quite shaken. My colleague says that the face you wear is not your normal face, he says.
Well, we're calling her out.
What do you mean by that? I mean, he says, that you are covering your face with an illusion of what is there.
Okay.
I see, she says. I would ask your colleagues to leave the room other than the Shugenja, she says.
Oh, I'll leave.
Yep. Okay.
I guess we leave. We're being asked to leave.
I bow politely and apologise. And leave.
Okay. Can you now make me a will saving throw for Hatsu? She can have a bonus of +5.
Okay. Will saving throw for Hatsu. +5. Well, she's rolled a 14, and her will saving throw is currently 14. So she made it by 5.
Okay. In which case, those of you who are outside hear sharp intakes of breath coming from inside the room. And then Hitiko says in a voice which is a lot less certain than it was, "Thank you, milady. I am carrying the swords known as the Sun and the Moon," he said. "Are you indeed? Well, I thought they were lost after the Battle of the 9 Bandits Inn," she says. "Well, they may have been, milady, but they've been found now." In that case, I suggest that you go along with a plan that your party of adventurers has hatched for you, she says. "And I will even lend you our boat to get it done. Should you come to my village with such things again and not inform me, then things will be much worse for you and your colleagues. Do I make myself clear?" "Yes, milady." And you hear a head knock on the floor. Bonk. And she comes round. She then opens the door and storms out. And she doesn't look at all happy. Hatsu comes to the door and says, "Please come in, gentlemen." She looks quite shaky too. "It would appear, Ashikata-san, that you have your wish," he says.
Okay.
And he claps his hands, and a flunky turns up, and they come in with the box, and he opens up his trunk with the strong box in it, and he takes out a pair of swords, right? Well, they're nothing to look at, not in the scabbards and the hilts that they're in.
Yep.
But there's a feeling of power coming off them when you go, ugh. "It would appear that the Lady Kishiyama wishes you to take these, wrapped up, to Kamata-san in Yedo as quickly as possible. She's even allowed you to use the boat. Not that I knew she had one. Anyway, here you are," he says, and he puts them on the floor in front of you on a cloth.
Am I permitted to look at the blades?
If they will let you, yes.
Yes, I will unwrap. I'll try not to touch it. I'll just unwrap it so I can look at the blade.
Well, you would have to draw it from the sheath, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I mean I can do that without.
You can
Without
hold,
touching the blade.
hold the hilt with the cloth, and the sheath with the cloth, certainly.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about holding the hilt of the sword. And then the sayo and pull it out. I can examine the blade.
Okay. Well, the blade you're looking at, have you got any armory skills, sir?
I do indeed.
Make an armory roll then, sir.
It might even make it. Fail by 1. Close. I rolled a 7 and I'm on a 6.
What sort of swords have you got?
You've just given me a good katana and an average magazine.
No, we gave you a fine katana, so not a good one.
Fine.
It's fine, it's fine, but average.
All right, so fine, okay.
Well, this sword is much better quality than that.
I assume the.
Is Imagawa present?
Yes.
Roll a wit saving throw, sir.
Okay.
Oi.
How about that?
How about you roll tonight?
I'm going to stop asking you to roll these rolls, Dave, because I know what you're going to roll.
How about his rolls tonight, man?
Comes to Bushido, my dice get silly.
Yeah. Well, the blade that you're looking at now is better than the superior one that your parents tried to give to you, or are holding for you in reserve.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, that's a nice blade.
So it's about as good as you can get, or possibly better than you might expect you can get.
Well, it certainly is, in terms of quality, it's as good as you get. It might be enchanted as well, and with a name like either the sun or the moon, it's almost certainly enchanted.
Yes,
I will get back into the saya and I shall bow to the sword.
Okay.
Wrap them up.
So this will be a master one then, at least.
Okay. I'll stop there. I'll stop here now, gentlemen.
Okay.
Well, basically, there's another battle to come, but you're not going to be there for it, so the results, which I've already worked out, won't matter. But I need to roll some encounters for you on the sea. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. What is the name of the person we're delivering to, please?
Komata Yoshi.
Komata Yoshi.
Ashikata can have another roll against his armory.
Right, Kamata, what was his name?
Also, Tim.
Yoshi.
Komata Yoshi. And what's the name of his apprentice?
I'd have to look that up.
Okay.
Can you give me a name, please, Dave D?
Yeah, give me a second. I'll get your name.
The battle happened in the village of Nomomasa, right?
That is
Roll
correct.
a 2, Tim.
Thank
I
you.
rolled a 2, Tim.
You're going the same way as Dave. I'm going to have to stop you rolling having you roll dice. I'll roll them for you. You can roll 90s. Right. Komata Yoshi is a well-known master swordsmith.
Oh.
Okay, let's get you a name.
And we've got to deliver this to him these swords to him in Edo.
Yes.
Or his apprentice.
Yeah, or his representative. Yeah.
And his apprentice's name is?
I'm just putting it in the chat. I just need the first name as well. Oops. Come on, behave. There you go. Furukawa Shogo.
Okawa Shogo.
Well, interesting stuff.
Well, you've circumvented a long and boring journey, or at least it'll be a lot shorter.
About to, yeah.
And thank you, gents. That was good fun. And you've again managed to surprise me slightly.
Thank you for the game, Tim.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I've noticed it's now 4:30, and you would like to go so you can watch Man United get stuffed by Arsenal.
Yes, you are correct.
Good
So thanks
luck.
very much for a good game, everyone.
You're welcome.
I'll see you all later.
you.
Thank you, Tim.